Hi, a warm welcome to you. Welcome back. In the last video, we have seen about trigonometric identities and the relation between them. In this video, we will see how trigonometric functions of complementary angles are related to each other, and we will also see how trigonometric functions of positive and negative angle are related to each other. So first let's go ahead, and I have drawn here a triangle so that I can spend more time on explaining you than instead of doing it. Okay, I have a right angle triangle ABC. We know that angle at B is 90 degrees. That means A and C should sum up to 90 degrees. Angle at A is theta, so angle at C is 90 minus theta. What we try to do now, we want to find out the relationship between angle at A, angle at C in terms of trigonometric functions. So what I have done, I have at A and at C, I have wrote down all the trigonometric functions. Sin theta, trigonometric ratio of on based on angle theta. Sin theta is nothing but equal to BC by AC. You can see here. Similarly, cos theta is equal to AB by AC, adjacent by hypotenuse. Tan theta is nothing but equal to opposite side by adjacent side, BC by AB. Similarly, cot theta is reverse of it. Similarly, I went to the angle C. Angle C, the angle is nothing but equal to 90 minus theta. Because angle A is theta, angle C should be 90 minus theta because they should add to 90 degrees. They are complementary angles, as we know. So sine of 90 minus theta, I am looking from this direction now. My opposite side is AB, hypotenuse is AC. Similarly, cos of that is BC by AC. Tan of that is opposite by adjacent, nothing but AB by BC. When I have drafted all the values and I compared, I found that cos of 90 minus theta is nothing but equal to sine of theta. Similarly, sine of 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. So we can establish relationship between angle at A and the angle at theta, angle at C, sorry, where AC are complementary, the angles are theta and 90 minus theta. The relationship is sine of the first angle of the complementary pair is nothing equal to cos of the second angle. If I say 1 and 2 are complementary each other, 1 and 2 are two angles, then I say sine of 1 is equal to cos of 2, where 1 plus 2 equal to 90 degrees. Similarly, you can see that tan of 90 minus theta is cot theta, and also cosecant of 90 minus theta is equal to secant theta, and secant of 90 minus theta equal to cosecant theta. Okay, right, that's about the complementary angles. Pretty straightforward and simple. Now let us see what happens if the angle changes from positive to negative. So what I have done here is I have taken a line which is making angle theta in counterclockwise direction. Same thing I have converted to clockwise direction by taking angle as minus theta. Right? Now we want to find out how the trigonometric functions are related in this scenario. So I found out what is cos, what is sine, and what is tan, and I observed this. What I did is I just went and I have noted down what is sine theta. Sine theta is BC by AB. Similarly, what is cos theta? AC by AB. Similarly, what is tan theta? BC by AC. Similarly, I did for negative also. Now, what is sine of minus theta? Sine of minus theta is nothing but equal to sine of minus theta is nothing but equal to B dash C by AB dash. We know AB is equal to AB dash, and also BC is equal to minus of B dash C because y-axis is positive in the first case and y values are negative in the second case. So sine becomes minus of whenever you do sine of minus theta is nothing but equal to minus of sine theta, but cos remains positive because in both of them you are looking at the positive side of the x-axis. The negative side of x-axis is here. Okay, that gave us relationship that sine of minus theta equal to minus sine theta, cos of minus theta equal to cos theta, and tan of minus theta equal to minus tan theta. I can leverage these two, whatever I have learned, that sine of 90 minus theta equal to cos theta and sine of minus theta equal to minus sine theta, to find out what is the value of sine of 90 plus theta. I can rearrange 90 plus theta as 90 minus of minus theta. That becomes cos of minus theta. I know cos of minus theta equal to cos theta. So sine 90 plus theta equal to cos theta. If you take another example, suppose you want to find out cos of 90 plus theta, I can change it as cos of 90 minus of minus theta, that is nothing but sine of minus theta. But I know sine of minus theta equal to minus of sine theta. So cos of 90 plus theta equal to minus sine theta. In this way, you can find out for sine of 270 plus theta, cos of 180 minus theta, secant of 270 plus theta, or secant of 360 minus theta. Anything you can find out with the help of this. Now at the end, once we know that minus of cos minus theta is cos theta and sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, and the fundamental reason lying behind that is cos is positive in both the cases because this is first and fourth quadrant. Instead of this, if the line, this particular line is making same angle and in this direction, then we know that there the cos is negative but the sine is positive, which leads us to an important note, how all the angles behave in four quadrants. This is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. All silver teacups, or you can change it as aim, succeed to change. Aim, succeed to change yourself as an individual and also change the society. Change always starts with you. So all sine, cos, tan, everything is positive. Only sine and cosecant are positive. T, only tan and cot are positive, remaining all are negative. Cups, only cos is positive, remaining all are negative. This is pretty straightforward. You know x is positive here, y is positive here, so everything is positive. Here x is negative, that's why cos is negative. Here you have both negative, but tan will become positive because minus by minus is positive. Here only cos is positive because your x-axis is positive and y-axis is negative. I think that is pretty straightforward. So in this video we have learned how trigonometric functions of complementary angles are related to each other. We have also seen how I can find out the angles of how to find out the relation between the negative and positive angles, and how also to find out an angle of sine of 270 plus theta or cos of 180 minus theta, something like that. In the next video we will do some problems on trigonometric identities. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.